Welcome to Dhara Education. This is SABONI Dhara once again. Today we will going to start with the SYJC, that is HSC 12th Standard Commerce section, chapter number 1 of economics subject. The very first subject which I will going to introduce is Introduction to Microeconomics and Macroeconomics. So let's start. Meaning of economics. Economics is the social science that studies the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. So economics is nothing, it is a one kind of a social science because it deals with the people and it also studies the production, distribution, consumption and all these activities of goods and services. So this is what in this given figure you can see very well about the commodities which the economics actually deals with it. The insider trading, the outsider trading, bills receivable, bills payable, the output, national income, GDP, gross domestic product, national income, etc. All these are nothing but economics. So economics is the heart of commerce. So let's start with the next clip. Introduction. Here comes with your chapter number 1, Introduction. Microeconomics and macroeconomics are the two main branches of modern economics. The term micro is derived from the Greek word mikros, which means small or a millionth part. So basically economics is divided into two parts, which is called microeconomics and macroeconomics. They have two branches of a modern economics. The microeconomics, the word micro is derived from the Greek word which is mean micros. And it meaning is what? Very small, a unit or a millionth part is known as micros. The term macro is derived from the Greek word macros, which means large. The opposite of micro is large. These terms were coined by Norwegian economist Ragnar Frisch of Oslo University in the year of 1933. So he was the inventor of micro and macroeconomics. You can say he is the inventor of modern economics. So students, it may come in your objective kind questions. So this is what I have made the diagram for better understanding. The more you will visualize, the more you will come to know what is economics all about. So economics is divided into two criteria, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. We will going to see now the historical review of the microeconomics. Microeconomics analysis was developed first. So it was developed first as compared to a macro. And it is a traditional approach. It is one kind of a traditional approach. There was no modern approach towards microeconomics. Origin of this approach can be traced back to our era of classical economist Adam Smith. He is called as a father of economics. David Ricardo, J.S. Mill, etc. So these all are the professors, or you can say they all are the classical economists. It was popularized by the neoclassical economist Professor Alfred Marshall in his book. The name of the book is called as Principles of Economics, which was published in 1890. Other economists like Professor Pigou, J.R. Higgs, Professor Samuelson, Mrs. John Robinson, etc. have also contributed to the development of microeconomics. So this is what these all economists, they have contributed many things for the development of microeconomics, to study in depth about microeconomics. Historical review of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics did exist in the past before the evolution of microeconomics. So before macro, there was an evolution of microeconomics, as we have just saw. In the 16th and 17th century, followers of the mercantilist, a group of English merchants, advocated policies to the government which were based on macro approach. So in the 16th and 17th century, the followers of the mercantilist, a group of English merchants, advocated policies to the government which were based on macro approach. In the 18th century, psychologist, that is French thinker, tried to analyze the concept of national income and wealth. So if they try to study about the concept of national income and wealth, so those terms are calculated under the observation of macroeconomics. Even the classical economic theories of Professor Adam Smith, Professor Ricardo, and Professor J.S. Mill discussed the determination of national income and wealth. So they also, even these all economists, they have contributed their skills towards the national income and wealth as well. Not only in microeconomics but also in macroeconomics. But their macro analysis was combined with micro analysis. Thus, micro analysis ruled the world of economics till the Great Depressions of 1930s. So that is why the micro analysis ruled the world of economics till the Great Depression of 1930s. After the Great Depression, Lord John I introduced to microeconomics and macroeconomics too. Maynard Keynes published his famous book, which is called as General Theory of Employment, Interest and Money. He has introduced this book in the year of 1936, in which he has gone through with the combination of microeconomics and macroeconomics too. Keynes used macroeconomics approach to analyze economic problems. So Keynes was comparing the things with the macroeconomics, which was one kind of an analysis for economic problems too. What do you mean by economic problems? Economic problems: poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, and many more such. The credit for the development of macroeconomics approach goes to Lord Keynes. So the entire credit went for the development of macroeconomics approach to Lord Keynes. Beside Keynes, Malthus, Wicksell, Warras, Irvish, Fisher are other economists who have contributed to the development of macroeconomics. Even they were the economists who contribute their skills for the development of macroeconomics. Meaning of microeconomics. Now this is the part which is very, very important. So students, please stay now and concentrate. Micro means a small part of a thing. Microeconomics thus deal with a small part of the national income, or you can say national economy. It studies the economic actions and behavior of individual units such as an individual consumer, individual producer, or a firm, the price of a particular commodity or a factor, etc. So overall, you can see that microeconomics deals with the actions and the behavior of an individual units, a small units, individual consumers, producers, firm, etc. Definition of microeconomics. According to Professor Morris Dopp, microeconomics is in fact a microscopic study of the economy. So it is nothing but it is one kind of a microscopic study of the economy. On the other hand, the another professor, Professor A.P. Lerner, states that microeconomics consists of looking at the economy through a microscope, as it were, to see how the millionth of cells in the body of economy, the individuals or households, as consumers, and individuals or firms as producers, play their part in the working of the whole economic organism. So it deals with the microscopic study, means minute study, in deep study. Now this is what scope of microeconomics. Basic scope of microeconomics is divided into three parts. That is theory of product pricing, theory of factor pricing, and theory of welfare, economic welfare. The theory of product pricing is further divided into demand analysis and supply analysis. The theory of factor pricing consists of rent, wages, interest, and profit. Theory of economic welfare consists of three parts, that is efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption, and overall economic efficiency. Number first one is theory of product pricing. The price of an individual commodity is determined by the market forces of demand and supply. Microeconomics is concerned with the demand analysis, that is individual consumer behavior, and supply analysis, that is individual producer behavior. So basically, product pricing means it is one kind of an individual commodity and it deals with the market forces of demand and supply. And it is also concerned with the demand analysis. That is, demand analysis means further divided into individual consumer behavior and supply analysis. That is, individual producers behavior, etc. Next, move on to the B point, that is theory of factor pricing. In microeconomics, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur are the factors that contribute to the production process. So it's deal with the factors, factor pricing, that is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur, and its production process. Microeconomics helps in determining the factor rewards for land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur in the form of rent. Means if we are using land, we have to pay rent. If we are hiring labor, we have to pay wages. If we are taking capital, that is loan or money somewhere from the financial institution, then we have to pay interest against of it. And as an entrepreneur, we will going to get profit out of that. So this is what factor pricing. Theory of economic welfare. Theory of welfare basically deals with the efficiency in the allocation of resources. Efficiency in the allocation of resources is attained when it's result in the maximization of satisfaction of the people. It also deals with the three efficiencies. They are efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption, overall economic efficiency. Theory of economic welfare. The theory of economic welfare, it deals with the efficiencies of different, like efficiency in production, efficiency in consumption. So what do you mean by efficiency in production? It means producing maximum possible amount of goods and services from the given amount of resources. So from the given amount of resources, your production should be maximum, and that should be an efficient manner for the all production of goods and services. On the other hand, efficiency in consumption consists of distribution of produced goods and services among the people for the consumption in such a way as to maximize the total satisfaction of the society. To satisfy the customers' needs and their wants, there should be an efficiency in the consumption. So that is why it is said that the distribution of the produced goods and services among the people for the consumption, it should be satisfied maximally. Move on to the last point, which is called as overall economic efficiency. It means the production of all those goods and services which are most desired by the people. Microeconomics theory shows under what conditions these efficiencies are achieved. Thus, the focus of microeconomics is mainly confined to price theory and resources allocation. It also not only studies the aggregate, but it is related with the entire economy, whole economy. This approach does not study national economic problems such as unemployment, poverty, inequality of income, etc. Theory of growth, theory of business cycle, monetary and fiscal policies are beyond the limits of the microeconomics. And you can also say that the study of macroeconomics is not possible without microeconomics. That's why overall economic efficiency must be there. So I hope so you got my video very nicely. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Dhara Education. Click on the thumbs up button to like my video. Comment on the comment box and do share with your friends and families. Thank you so much for your precious time. Have a great day.